Hello students, I am Dr. Suman from Victory Classes and today I'll be teaching you about carbon and its compounds. Okay? So in this chapter, first let us know what is the atomic number and the configuration of carbon. Now carbon has an atomic number of 6 and there are two shells. So the first shell has 2 electrons and the next shell will have 4 electrons, right? Then it has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. So 6 protons, 6 neutrons and 6 electrons. So 6 protons are holding on to the 6 electrons. Now next, how can it achieve octet? Octet means to have 8 electrons in the last shell. To do that, carbon has two options. Either it will become C4 plus a cation by losing 4 electrons, or it will become an ion. It will gain 4 electrons, right? Now, if it loses the 4 electrons, to do so, it has to use lot of energy. Being small in size, it is not possible. Now, if it gains 4 electrons, then the 6 protons will have to hold on to the 10 electrons, right? As there were 6, we'll add 4 more, so they become 10 electrons. So this is also not possible. Now the option left for carbon is to share the 4 electrons, right? It will share the 4 electrons with other 4 atoms. This way, carbon will achieve the octet, right? So the option left for carbon is to share electrons, and this is called covalent bonding. Right? Now covalent means what? To help or to share. Now in this structure you can see carbon has its 4 electrons X, and these dots they represent the electron of hydrogen. So carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. So the octet is complete by sharing with 4 hydrogen atoms, right? These bonds formed by sharing of electrons between atoms are called covalent compounds, and the compound thus formed between hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbons, right? Now, what are the two major properties? Number one, these bonds which are formed, they are very weak because they have weak intermolecular forces. They can easily be broken. So they have a low melting point and low boiling point, right? Second, they are very poor conductors of electricity. You know that to conduct electricity, they need either free electrons or it should have ions. But what did we see? We saw that in hydrocarbons, the electrons are shared. There is no free electron. Hence, they are bad conductors of electricity, or you can say they are poor conductors of electricity. Now, carbon has a very versatile nature, something typical of carbon. What is that? Catenation and tetravalency. Now you can see carbon forms bonds with other atoms of carbon, right? They'll form a huge chain, a large compound. This property to form bonds with other atoms of carbon is called catenation. And small size of carbon favors catenation. You can see silicon has a configuration of 284. You may feel that even silicon should exhibit catenation, but that is not possible because of large size. The compound forms are very unstable. Hence silicon does not exhibit catenation easily. Second is tetravalency. Tetravalency means tetra means 4, valency means the valence electrons. Now carbon shares its 4 valence electrons with other 4 atoms. These can be hydrogen or this can be any hetero atom, right? This way. So this property of carbon to share its 4 valence electrons with other atoms to form compounds is called tetravalency, right? So thank you for now. In the next class, we'll be studying about alkanes and